Embryonic breathing, Qigong meditation, Dr. Yang Jungming, Part 2, translations and commentaries of ancient documents related to embryonic breathing. Translations and commentaries of ancient documents. More than 150 documents related to embryonic breathing practice, written during nearly 4,000 years of Chinese Qigong history, are now available. Many of these documents focus on theory, while others emphasize the general concept of the practice. Naturally, the contents of many of these documents are redundant or repetitious. I have read them, filtered them, studied, and experimented with them, and searched for possible explanations written in each document. With all of these efforts, I still believe that there are many more related documents that I have not yet discovered. However, through the available documents, I am able to conclude and formalize a clear idea of what embryonic breathing is, the theory behind it, and also its practice methods. From these ancient documents, we are able to see the verification and achievement of this spiritual practice. This provides us with encouragement, confidence, and inspiration to pursue our final goal of spiritual enlightenment. In order to benefit from these documents, we should have a correct attitude when we study them. We should be open-minded with deep appreciation, remain humble, and establish our confidence. Yet, we should not hesitate to challenge the statements in the documents to test them and verify them. We should try to judge the entire practice from a logical, scientific point of view. Study these documents repeatedly and ponder them carefully. This will lead us to the path of profound internal feeling. Such a profound internal sensitivity will enable us to find our true natural identity and the real meaning of our lives. It will also lead us to appreciate the greatness of the natural universe. We can free ourselves from the matrix of spiritual bondage that has been formalized in the course of human history. Only if we are able to liberate ourselves from this human spiritual matrix can we expect to have a neutral mind to further develop our spiritual science. We must recognize that all religions created in the past are spiritual matrices which act against the true science which continues to pursue the truth of nature. Let's see. The main sources of documents were from Taoist and Buddhist society, with a few from scholar and the medical society. Documents generated from martial arts society are very scarce. Even though there are some, their discussion and practice remains on the surface level. The majority of the documents translated and commented in this book are from the following sources. 1. Tao Te Ching and Qigong by Ding Qing Bai. 2. Chinese Qigong Dictionary by Lu Gongrong. 3. The Great Completion of Chinese Qigong by Fang Chungyong. 4. The Study of Practical Chinese Medical Qigong by Ma Ji-ren. 5. The Complete Book of Nourishing the Life in Chinese Taoist Qigong by Li Yangguo. 6. The Great Completion of Chinese Life Nourishing by Fang Chungyong. And 7. Important Collection of Concealed Taoist Qigong by Pimo Hong. Before you read the next section, you should understand that it is very difficult to translate ancient Chinese writings. Because of the cultural differences, many expressions would not make sense to the Westerner if translated literally. Often knowledge of the historical context is necessary. Furthermore, since in Chinese every sound has several possible meanings, when anyone tries to understand a poem or write them down, he has to choose from among these meanings. For this reason, many of the poems or articles have several variations. The same problem occurs when the poems or articles are read. Many Chinese characters also have several possible meanings, so reading involves interpretation of the text even for the Chinese. Also, the meaning of many words has changed over the course of time. When you add to this the grammatical differences generally no tenses, articles, singular or plural, or differentiation between parts of speech, you find that it is almost impossible to translate Chinese literally into English. In addition to this, the translator must have much the same experience and understanding, as well as similar intuitive feelings as the original author, in order to convey the correct meaning. With these difficulties in mind, I have attempted to convey as much of the original meaning of the Chinese as possible based on my own Qigong experience and understanding. Although it is impossible to fully translate the original meaning, I feel I have managed to express the majority of the important points. The translation has been made as close to the original Chinese as possible, including such things as double negatives and at times idiosyncratic sentence structure. Words that are understood but not actually written in the Chinese text have been included in parentheses. Also, some Chinese words are followed by English in parentheses, for example, Shen, spirit. In order to assist your understanding, I've included commentaries from my personal understanding of the documents, and these commentaries I won't be reading, and I'm just going to read each text and go ahead and so each of these texts, let's see, and we'll get started. This text, and then he does his commentaries, but I'm just going to read the text and start with this playlist. And this is the first vid, and we'll see how this goes and how many I'll get done every day. I'm going to start with 2. Bless.